Hi.
Hi. What are we making today, Benny?
Muffins.
Muffins, that's right. Welcome to our kitchen island. Today we're making banana chocolate chip muffins, and Benny's going to help us out. Remember, check out the website, ourkitchenisland.com, for the whole recipe and lots more great ideas. So what are we going to start with? Let's start with the wet ingredients and get them blended together. So you put the sugar in the bowl, Benny?
Yeah.
That's right. Use about half a cup of white sugar. Put it all in. And we're going to use 4 bananas.
Yeah.
Use 3 really big bananas if you want, or just 4 normal sized bananas. Break them up and put them in there. You want to do one, Ben?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, we've got all the bananas in. Now let's add about a teaspoon of vanilla. Lid stuck on. Dump that in there. You don't have to be too careful with the vanilla. And we'll add an egg in. And 1/3 of a cup of butter, cubed and at room temperature. You want to put that in there with your spoon?
Yeah.
Good job. Excellent. Now we'll get that blended up and we'll get ready for our dry ingredients. Okay, we're just getting the wet ingredients blended up here. Do all of your mixing before you add your dry ingredients because you don't want to mix too much after you've added the dry ingredients. Also remember to have sweet bananas, so the blacker they are, the sweeter they are, and the better your muffins are going to taste. You almost ready there, Benny?
Yeah.
Alright.
Ready, set, go.
Alright, we've got our wet ingredients mixed up. Now we're going to do our dry ingredients. We've got a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of baking soda, half teaspoon of salt. Mix those in there, and I like to put those at the bottom of my measuring cup, and then put my flour on top, and then sieve it all through into my wet mixture. So we've got 1.5 cups of flour going in here. Again, I use spelt, so I use a little bit more flour, but if you're using all-purpose flour, just make it 1 cup exactly. Alright, Benny. We'll bring our wet ingredients over here. We've got our sieve. Spoon out, Ben. Now we'll put that through here so all the baking powder and the salt is on top, and then we'll just bop that through, right, Benny?
I'm bumping it through.
And then on top of this, we're going to add in half a cup of chocolate chips. And we're going to mix the chocolate chips in before we actually stir the mixture, because you don't want to stir it too much, because we're making muffins and we don't want everything to settle to the bottom. So just measure half a cup of, about 3/4 of a cup of chocolate chips. And Benny, stop please. And stir those in a bit, Ben. And then we'll get to our muffin tins, we'll grease them up, and we'll get these in the oven. Okay, we've got our ingredients all mixed up. We're adding the batter to the greased muffin tin. I actually use clay because with all the baking that I do, I prefer clay over anything metal because it doesn't transfer the heat to the muffins as quickly and it doesn't heat up as hot, so you actually don't get as many blackened and burned edges, and you get a nice, smooth, evenly cooked muffin. So we're just going to get these together, and then we're going to pop them in the oven. We've got our oven preheated to 375, and we're going to cook them for about 16 to 18 minutes, depending on the heat of your oven, and we'll be ready to go. All right, Ben, you're making a mess. Let's get the muffins in the tray. Okay, our muffins have been in for about 16 minutes now. We're just going to check them with a toothpick and see how they're doing. Look great from the top, got some color. Stick toothpick, try not to hit a chocolate chip, so it'll get mucky for sure. And they're looking pretty good. Just going to check one in the middle as well. Yeah, we're coming out pretty clean. I don't mind a little bit of mucky just because they are banana muffins, so they're going to be a little bit more moist, and they're going to have be a chewier muffin and a denser muffin as opposed to a lighter muffin. So we're just going to let those sit there, and we're going to let them cool. And in about 5-10 minutes, we're going to take them out and let them cool on a rack. Alright, we're back. Our muffins are done. They've cooled down for about 10 minutes. Just ready to take them off and put them on the drying rack. One tip, use some tongs. Go down the edges of the muffins, give it a little turn and pull them up. They come out great every single time. For the full recipe, visit us at ourkitchen.com and many more great cooking ideas.